hostess as part of your hostess work?
Yes, it's an integral part of your life and we're the wife of a... Oh, then I forgot I'm not supposed to say who we really are. Okay, but see, I don't know why. Don't you? I don't know why. What you gonna tell us? How do you know him? I work in Washington, too. Must have been sort of politicians, right? Yes, I am. Well, come on, then. Who's your husband? What is your husband? Nothing. Well, he just lies around on his back all day. Sounds like hard work to me. Excuse me, this is one of my favorite recipes. I know. So, what are you doing in Washington, D.C., Mr. Green? Come on, what do you do? I mean, how are we to get acquainted if you don't say anything about ourselves? Perhaps he doesn't want to get acquainted with you. But I'm sure I don't know. But if I was trying to keep the conversation going, then we would just be sitting here in an embarrassed silence. Are you afraid of silence, Mrs. Cooper? Please, what? No, why? No, it just seems to me that you are. You seem to suffocate what you call precious speech. We? Who's we? You're sure? I do know a little bit about psychology and medicine, yes. You're a doctor? I am, but I don't practice. Practice makes perfect. Nothing most men need when they practice. Don't you speak up? So what have you been, Professor? I work for you know, the motivations and organization. Never thought of saying Jesus. No, I work for a branch of, WHO, the World Health Organization. That is your area of special concern. That's all okay. I am, sir. You're not going to mention a coincidence that you also live in Washington, D.C.? How would you know that? Have we met before? I've certainly seen you before. Although you may not have seen me. So, Miss Farrell, does this mean that you live in Washington, D.C.? Sure do.
Surprises, my friend. That's what it contains. Surprises. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Mr. Body? What are they all doing? Eating dinner. Do sit down, Mr. Body. Thanks. You can take that away, honey.
I'd like to know what's going on. Now, why have we all been dragged up here to this horrible place?
Well, I believe we all received a letter. My letter says it will be to your advantage to be present on this date because a Mr. Body will bring to an end a certain long-standing, confidential, and painful financial liability. It is signed a friend. I received a similar letter.
So did we, didn't we?
I also received a letter. No thanks to that. I just think. Now, how did you know their name? We know each other. Don't we, dear? Forgive my curiosity, Mr. Body, but did your letter say the same thing? No. I see. Can I interest in you in fruit or dessert? In that case, may I suggest we adjourn to the study for coffee and brandy, at which point I believe our unknown host will reveal his intentions.
here.
Please help yourself to brandy and be seated.
Mind if I smoke?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm instructed to explain to you what you all have in common with each other. Unless you would care to do the honors, Mr. Bonnier?
Why me? They know who I am?
I don't think so. You've never identified yourself to them, I believe.
It's a hoax. I suggest we all leave.
I'm sorry, sir. You cannot leave this house.
No? Who's gonna stop me? There's no way. All the windows have bars. All the doors are locked. This is an outrage. You can't hold us prisoners. Please return to the study. Everything will be explained. You too, Mr. Bonnet. Come away. You can't get out of it. It's not in class.
Ladies and gentlemen, you all have one thing in common. You're all being blackmailed. For some considerable time, all of you have been paying triple for it. In some cases, more than you can afford to someone who threatens to expose you. And none of you know who's blackmailing you, do you?
Oh, please, I never heard anything so ridiculous. I mean, nobody can blackmail me. My life is an open book. I've never done anything wrong.
Anybody else wish to deny it? Very well. As everyone here is in the same boat, there's no harm in revealing some details. My instructions are to do so. Thank you with that.
Don't you think you might spare us, as you really would?
I'm sorry. Professor Plum, you were once a professor of psychiatry, specializing in helping paranoid and homicidal lunatics suffering from delusions of grandeur. That's what I work for Madden mentioned, so your work has not changed. But you don't practice medicine at the UN. Your license to practice has been lifted, correct?
Why? What did you do?
You know what Dr. Long allowed to do with her lady patients?
Yeah.
Well, he did.
Oh, how disgusting.
I'm making no judgments, Mrs. Peacock. How will you justify taking bribes to attend the delivery of your husband's Senator Peacock's vote to certain lobbyists?
My husband is a pagan self, and there is nothing wrong with that.
None of it's publicly declared, perhaps. The defendant delivered by slipping used greenbacks in plain envelopes under the door of the men's room. How would you describe that transaction?
That's it. Thanks. So how would you know? I mean, that means you're so true. No, it's a bitch's lie.
I'm sure we're all glad to hear that. You've been paying blackmail for over a year now to keep that story out of the papers.
Well, I wouldn't believe you. I too am being blackmailed for something I didn't do.
Me too, Henry.
Not me.
You're not being blackmailed?
Oh, I'm being blackmailed, all right. But I did what I'm being blackmailed for.
What did you do?
Well, to be perfectly frank, I want to specialize to a terrible telephone service for my gentleman of the company with a young lady who she was.
Oh, yeah? What's this one? How did you know Colonel Mustard works in Washington? Is he one of your clients? Certainly not. I was asking Miss Scott. You tell him it's not true.
Not true.
Is that true?
No, it's not true.
So it is true. A double negative. Double negative. You mean you have no evidence? That sounds like a confession to me. In fact, a double negative.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The scoop and score. Always an exciting play in football. We witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground. Rolling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in at the goal line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Daxton Hill in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And here's Taylor on the return. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Fourth down, here's Joe Burrow. This is intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 19-yard line. Harris will start the drive out. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Now a man open down the middle of the field and mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's going to look deep down the field. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Taylor now to return it. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Here we go. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Here we go. Mixon with a first down carry. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Fires up offensive linemen when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun to give to Mixon. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They run for it with Mixon. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. A draw play for Mixon. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. To the air on first down with Pickett. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Pickett to throw on first down. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Fryermuth.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where you see the final score there. Ryan Tannehill leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Justin Fields, excellent in the victory as his guys push their record up to 8-3 on the year. And then lastly, it's fiesta time on Monday Night Football. The Niners and Cardinals from Mexico City. That'll be a fun one in the NFC West. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick 6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they were defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.